the way, if you talk to us, it's going to come through. Good help.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I just got a little bit of buzzing.
Hello. I don't think it was that bad, but I just... Ka tangi te titi, ka tangi te ka tangi huki a hau ti hei mauri ora. Ka mihi au ki te wāhingaro, ka mihi ki a kingi tū hei tia mea tōna whānau. Ka mihi ki te whare me te whenua tēnā kōrua. Ka mihi ki te hunga mate haere atura. Ka mihi ki te hunga ora ti hei mauri ora ki a tātou. Ko tō piri te maunga, ko ai koto te awa, ko tānu i te waka, ko kirikiri roa te marae. Ko Ngāti Warere te mana whenua, ko hotu moia te tangata. Anei mai hara mai e te whānau. A ki tēnei kēmu whitu pōro. A ki nā tai tamatane o Kirikiriroa ko Stefan Temihaya West tōku ingoa. And I'm joined here te whānau by none other than Zach Corbin. Zach, please introduce yourself, my friend.
Ko Zach tuku ingoa no ngā motu hau. Great to be down here, Stefan, and it's going to look like a good game today.
Well, this game's huge in terms of where both sides are going to be placed on the Super 8 ladder. Palmerston North, Papaioia, they're going to be desperate for a win today after going down to Hastings last week. And Kirikiriroa will want to remain undefeated in the Super 8 competition for Te Tauranga Mano Roa Te Kau Mā Whā e Te Whānau. So both teams about to head on out. The weather is looking pretty good considering all the rain in Napier. And our referees are down on halfway, ready to get this fixture underway. And Zach, I'm really looking forward to the haka this beautiful afternoon. And which player from either side are you looking forward to seeing out on the field today?
Yes, Stefan, really excited to see Corbin Dunlop today. First start for Kirikiriroa, starting the loose forward. Injuries to have helped him get into this, and so it'll be really exciting. Year 12, and he'll be rapt to get the start. Really hard worker and definitely deserves it.
Yeah, and a big mihi out to Corbin Dunlop and his whānau, so congratulations to him. As we go through the team lists i te rānei. So, starting off with Kirikiriroa, we have at number 1, Hills, 2, Martin, 3, Vanderhayden, that's the front row. Te whānau, and our locking pairing is Arnold and Newman. At number 7, Miller, 8, Raybarts, and as we spoke about, Corbin Dunlop at 6. The captain, number 9, Mitch Swan at 10. Arata Mākene at 12, we have Waitai Hainga at 13, Gruen. At 11, we have Dupree Marshall, and 14, Ross Anderson. And the Fijian flyer at fullback, it is Vueti. On the bench for Kirikiriroa, Coleman at 16, 17 for Feeder, 18, Vuniwai, 19, Walker, 20, Kempen, 21, Drongle, and 22, Wilson. As we see Papaioia, they're approaching the field now. And for them at number 1, Tailor, at number 2, Sail, 3, Otoi Mohuni, at 4, Sutcliffe, and 5, Toka. The loose forwards, we have Rongokea Tupou, at 7, at Kincaid, and at number 8, Palazzo. At scrum half, we have Fernell, and at 10, Villoin, at 12, Croswell, 13, Ratcliffe. On the wings, we have Sharp and Sua, and at 15, the fullback is going to be Kennedy. For Papaioia on the bench here, Ioane at 16, 17, Langi, 18, Trotter, at 19, Wallace, 20, Speedy, 21, Ngātai, Crib, and at 22, Whakahau. So, here we go, the second 15 for Papaioia. They're going to join their first 15, so I do love te tautoko I tēnei rā. And we see Kirikiriroa, Zach, with tunnel for their side today.
Yeah, real good camaraderie they have between the two teams, training together. They're all really good mates, and you can tell that they're all around the system and the culture they have going. Really cool to see, and it's definitely a great thing to look at how tight they are as a unit across both teams and the connection they have. Something that the rugby across New Zealand does really well, and I look forward to seeing them welcome the boys in.
You're going to have to tautoko your kōrero there, Zach, and you know, Kirikiriroa, they do have a prestigious rugby background, and so does Papaioia. In fact, Papaioia, with ex-rugby players Kurt Baker, Aaron Cruden, the likes of Nānila Mape and Liam Squire, several All Blacks in that mix. For Papaioia, as we see Kirikiriroa, led by their captain Mitch Swan, approach the field, and a big cheer there from their second 15, under 15s as well. So, a bit of excitement because as far as I know, we also have a young debutant on the bench, Dion Fafita, for Kirikiriroa. So we will get to the haka, and I'll leave it up to the boys. Ka rawe, Papaioia o te haka, and let's see how Kirikiriroa respond. There we go, Etefano. And great stuff from both sides, and it's going to be a feisty battle here, this Ite Nei Ahiahi. In fact, dating back to last year, Palmerston North, Kirikiriroa, the score 40-15 in favour of Kirikiriroa. However, we do know, Zach, that Papaioia, they third place in New Zealand overall. They made the top 4 and represented the Hurricanes region, so they are definitely a deadly side when they get their combinations working.
Yeah, for sure. I think through the whole Super 8, none of these teams can really be taken lightly, and the standard of the Super 8 is well regarded across the country, and that's why we see so many top players and so many top schools competing every year in this, and every game's exciting, every game that's on the line. Pretty much got to win every game to guarantee yourself a final spot, so it's all on it. The money that the boys have to play for their schools, it's something you don't see anywhere else in the world, really, on the rugby stage.
Yeah, and as you said, Zach, I did rattle off a few Papaioia past rugby players, several All Blacks there from their kura, and the same goes for Kirikiriroa. In fact, Kirikiriroa with 5 national titles dating back to 2008, 2009, back-to-back again in 2013 and 2014, and more recently in 2022, so they'll definitely be up for this battle as the referee, he's about to get us underway. He looks at Papaioia, the thumbs go up. He wants to make sure the players are on side. And Dallas Arata, Markin is going to get us underway, and he does with a great kick-off. It is high, and the ball hits the ground, and Kirikiriroa there over the board. Could be Kirikiriroa position here as Swan goes out to his hooker. And we go out again to Waitai Hainga. Great carry, he's over the advantage line, and Swan hits the pods. It's Luke who's the prop. And same way here, so good phases here early from Kirikiriroa. Alex Arnold with a good carry, some strong defense from Papaioia. And a missed pass here out to Anderson, I believe. So we have an edge ruck here, Kirikiriroa still with possession. As Vanderheyden carries into contact, and he's got several tacklers on him. But the ball's still with Kirikiriroa. And almost an obstruction there, but the referee's happy to let that play on. And Swan goes same way, so Hainga, he can be dangerous with ball in hand, and again he's made the advantage line. Multiple phases here from Kirikiriroa. We want to see them remain patient with the ball, so Ravarts with a strong tackle. He's gone straight through the middle there, but the referee's seen offside, Zach. So what do you make of the start from Kirikiriroa?
Look composed and taking their time, not rushing themselves, and don't feel like they have to create something. Taking in the phases, taking in the contact. Really, really strong stuff from the start. Papaioia defense looks real strong today. The boys going to have to work pretty hard to get over that advantage line.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I do like that contact there from Papaioia. Very aggressive in the contact. As we see the Ararangi here for Kirikiriroa, they do love their Whakararangi poto, their short lineouts, and we'll see what sort of advantage they can go into moving into the Roa Te Kaumaroa. Kirikiriroa, they're loaded at the front, but they shape up and go to the middle, and it's going to be a more. They detached there briefly, but no, the referee's happy with that and stay connected, but and he's also got his hand out there, so Painga here for Kirikiriroa. Rata out here to Groin, who carries, he's got his arm loose. But Papaioia are trying to attack this breakdown, but it is position still to Kirikiriroa as short ball here, and there's a bit of space. Dupree Marshall cleans up the ruck and also gets an offload there from Hainga, but there's a knock-on from the referee, so we are going to go back to the Apainga here, Zach.
Yeah, really awesome stuff there from both teams. Again, the defence by Papaioia is outstanding, and they're putting pressure under those first runners from Boys High, not making it easy for them to get the advantage line. Kirikiriroa, you know, their lineouts, they're driving more in their scrums, has definitely been a big talking point from the outside this year under Tamalolo, new coach, and you can definitely see the improvement in their scrum and driving more. It was dominant last week and it looked like a good start there.
Yeah, I do want to see how well Kirikiriroa can get to the kōkiri, the driving more than at this. Rārangi, they look to be going short here, so it is a whakarārangi poto to Kirikiriroa as they fake again to the front, and it's another kōkiri here for Kirikiriroa. They break through here and they're over. That's a great pedal here for Kirikiriroa. Rema ki te kore early in this fixture, Zach, and you talked about the rārangi for Kirikiriroa and how dangerous it was, and it did come to fruition.
Yeah, great to see the big man Liam Vanderheyden get over the line there. Great pedal for Liam, and all his hard work he puts in on the field, and you know, he's a prop that you see hit rucks and does the hard work, and he gets his reward there for being in that ball. Awesome persistence from Kirikiriroa there. The defence wasn't easy, and Papaioia held strong, but they possession in hand, didn't do anything silly, and just built up the phases and got the reward.
Yeah, I must say, Zach, he is a big man, and he's only a year 12, and we saw him enter the first 15-fold last year, as a matter of fact, for Kirikiriroa, and he's going to get several caps under his belt as we see a good strike there from Arata. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to get that pedal there for Kirikiriroa, so it does remain Rima ki te kore early on in this kemu e te whānau, so pai te timata mai te kore toro na taitamatane o Kirikiriroa, as we see the number 11, that's Ross Anderson, carry into contact, and Swan goes to Vanderheyden. We just spoke about him and his size, and I'm sure Kirikiriroa will look to get their way upfield, and the ball's gone loose, and that's accidental offside, so that's a very good call there from our referee. And so there's a great chance here for Papaioia.
Yeah, great chance here, and they've decided to take the 3 points. Smart move, get down right into the half, and go to get their first points on the board today. Really shows their defence. Papaioia has been outstanding, and you can see the pressure they're putting on that lethal pairing in the midfield for Boys High of Guerin and Waita Hainga. Probably Kirikiriroa's strong point, and they're really making an emphasis to put them under a bit of pressure, and you can see the reward there.
I have to agree, maybe Kirikiriroa a little bit guilty of not getting to their exit plays. And so we have a pou pedal here for Papaioia. And he strikes it well. It is over, so great pou pedal. Mai te korotoro o Papaioia. Mai te number te kau. And we're coming up to community at the whānau to this Kemu Whituporo. As the restart here will come from Rata, the referee. A few words here from the ref, just explaining why he gave that painga to Kirikiriroa. And we're back underway. It's a shaky restart, and the ball hits the ground, so that's good. Good painga here for Kirikiriroa as Papaioia look to exit and they kick it downfield, and we do see the Fijian flyer. He takes that on the full and gives it out to Arata. He goes wide, links up with Dupree Marshall, and he's got speed to boom Dupree. He's trying to link, but he needs to go to ground and just settle this play here for Kirikiriroa. He doesn't want to be held up here, so it's good work here from Papaioia, Zach. You've talked about their defence, and so Kirikiriroa did well to get the ball loose here for Hills. Swan, same way here. Arata's going to pass this out to Arnold, the big, strong Year 12, playing lock today. And again, more phases here for Kirikiriroa. And the ball's loose there. Papaioia need to get out of that ruck, and we go back to multiple phases here for Vanderhayden. Son now with the ball, and it's off to Raybart with a nice backdoor play, but the ball's going loose, and Dupree Marshall's trying to tidy up, but Papaioia had the ball and got down the sideline, but unfortunately he had to throw it in, and he did well to keep it in, but possession to Kirikiriroa, and this dangerous play here from their 15. Buruti as Dupree goes into fly half. And we do have the number 1 down here for Papaioia as Swan returns back to the blind side, and Alex Arnold gives a flip pass here to Miller. Miller's only dancing, he needs to link up with Raybart, but he wasn't able to find him, and so Luke Halls picks it from the ruck. Kirikiriroa still with possession. They need to settle here, get to the phases. And the number 1, thankfully, he's got him back to his feet from Papaioia. And there's a huge cutter pass here for Anderson. And he's gone down the sideline here for Kirikiriroa. He's free. Can he finish here? And he's broken several tackles. He's gone all the way. That's a great try, Zach, from Ross Anderson.
Yeah, that's lovely work from Ross Anderson. Scored that pedal. He's not the biggest man, but he has a lot of power, and it was awesome to see him show that there. Great work from Boys High. Made the break and just slowed down, reset. Didn't rush things, and they got over the line, and beautiful stuff, really. It can't really, any other way to explain it. Papaioia's defence, again, it's outstanding, and, you know, as per usual, Kirikiriroa, so strong in broken play.
And the individual brilliance there, and I agree, Zach, from Ross Anderson was unbelievable. Papaioia, you know, they did everything they could to settle their play. Kua tau ki waho, you know, the ball almost went in touch, and he flicked it back inside, and unfortunately gave it back to Kirikiriroa, who put multiple passes together, multiple phases, and there Rerohanga mai te kura Rotorua o Papaioia did cost them. So great pedal there from Kirikiriroa as Rata lines this kick up the winds. A bit tricky here today, Zach. What do you make of the weather?
It's actually turned into a lovely day today. Out there coaching under 15s this morning out in Cambridge, and it was a little bit wet and damp, and I was a bit worried that we'd get similar weather this afternoon, but as per usual, Kirikiriroa turning the weather on. Hardly ever a bad day down here, apart from yesterday, obviously.
Pairawa atu e hoa, and we do see the timata here mai te Papaioia and Kirikiriroa. Unfortunately, with the Rerohanga, it's turnover there from Kirikiriroa, so it will be a kakari here ki Papaioia. And there, number Iwa, Fennell, will feed the kakari. As they want to get themselves back in this game, because Kirikiriroa do have a very slight lead. A Warukite Toru. As we see a nice carry here from Croswell. Kirikiriroa, they're trying to be a nuisance here at the breakdown, and it's when they Papaioia have to pick their ball up and secure position, and a great offload here for Papaioia, so they do continue with position there. We have an advantage here, Pangaki, Papaioia, as they link up through there. Number 15, Kennedy. Did well to stay in the field of play, but the referee's blown the whistle, so we'll go back to the Painga here. Mai te Papaioia, and they might decide to go for the Pōpiro, the goal here, Zach.
Yeah, I thought that was actually a bit unlucky there. Mitch Swan looked like he got on the ball pretty quickly, and you know, for a 9, he actually has some pretty strong body weight. Not rolling away was the call, so nothing on Mitch there. But hey, some things go your way, some things don't, I guess. But again, the defence from both sides here has been really good, putting pressure on those midfield and outside partnerships. You can actually see how hard it is to get the ball to the outside. But when teams have got it to the outside, they've been rewarded with success. As Papaioia go for the points here.
Yes, Zach, their number 10, Verloin. He strikes it low and hard, and it's over there. So, pai te piro mai, te korotoro o Papaioia. And we will get back underway with the kickoff. Kirikiri roa. From Douglas Arata. And he gets it nice and high, and it does fall for Papaioia, who do return with the whana of their own. So it will be a Rarangi here too. Papaioia, Kirikiri roa, aroa mai e te whānau. And I have liked some of the mahi here from Kirikiri roa at the Rarangi.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Again, their set pieces have been, over the games I've seen this year, been really strong. But just like to commend Papaioia's exit there. It's twice now they've exited really strongly and really showing how to get out of their own danger end. Hard to attack out of your lines against both of these defences, and you know, awesome exit and gaining some territory.
Yeah, something Kirikiri roa failed to do sort of early on in the game, and it did cost them 3 points. So we do want to see how Kirikiri roa continues on with their strong starters. Vanderhagen with a great carry over the advantage line. Swan out to Arnold, who juggles the ball, but that's a great return. He's got Dupree Marshall with him, and he gives an offload to Hirako Waitai. Hainga, another offload, so play will continue as we see a strong carry here through Tom Martin. Referee has that. It's a great pick to go here from Vueti. Can he let go with Swan? And he can, but he wasn't held, so the referee plays play on, and Kirikiri roa with the painga here at te whānau. Rata, here goes our wide here to Gron, who tries to fend off. He had men outside him, unfortunately he wasn't able to take advantage of that overlap. And it's gone into touch, so it will be Kirikiri roa position, Zach.
Massive paparua there for Kirikiri roa. But amazing play. Again, in broken play, they've just really made some serious ground, and I think it's always been a strong point for Kirikiri roa ever since I've been watching them over the last 10 years. Is the broken play and their imagination to do stuff is outstanding.
Some great offloading from both sides, Zach, I do agree, and Kirikiri roa fake a gain to the front, and they're going to go to the wall, but we saw this last week actually where Ngamotu, they tried not to attack that maul, and unfortunately Kirikiri roa fell for the trap again. So I love that mahi mai te Papaioia, so we'll be there Rarangi close to the whā te kaumita, as we can sort of feel this wind pick up a bit here. How's that?
Yeah, it's coming from the Argyle side, so Kirikiri roa playing into the wind a little bit. You can see that on the kicks from Ratamakani. A really good point there, the way they defended that line out. I think Kirikiri roa are going to have to get used to that across the Super 8 as it goes on, because teams are going to notice their dominance in the forwards and not want to take them on. So I think it's definitely something to think about for the boys, and if they can adapt to the changing situations.
Yeah, multiple strategies at line-out time in terms of engagement, sacking line-outs, or just trying to hit the line-out drive as well. So Papaioia, they do have advantage here, and they do spread it wide here through their centre pairing. And it's a breakdown here for Papaioia as they go to work. And it's a good counteract here from Kirikiri roa, but they're still able to maintain possession and build the phases. But the number 4 there, Sutcliffe's gone back to his backs, and he wants an exit. That's a great kick here from Papaioia. And the ball trickles a little bit too far, but he doesn't want to put that down. He wants to exit himself. So Vueti fakes the pass, and then he's a little bit isolated. So Dupree Marshall will have to help tidy this up. Kirikiriroa still with possession as Papaioia look to blitz this ruck, and they do a good job. They come through and put more pressure on Swan. So Kirikiriroa, they need to settle here as Rata plays at scrum half. Hulls with the carry. Simple stuff here. And we talked about the exit play and Kirikiriroa, but the referees blowing his whistle because Papaioia have, I believe, come through the side.
Yeah, through the side there. I mean, that's the second time we've seen Kirikiriroa. You know, he had plenty of time to kick. Probably the better option to exit and get it out of your half, but you know, Mika likes to run the ball. He's so strong running the ball.
Let's move, Clark. Let's get up here.
It didn't pay off that time, but we've seen it pay off quite a few times last week and over the previous game. So, I mean, that's a decision he makes, and you know, you run with it.
Yes, I agree. They can score tries from anywhere, Kirikiriroa, and it will be there, Tauranga, here. As we see Tom Martin with the ball in hand. And it's another good line option here as we see Kirikiriroa make their way over the far to go Mita. Rata out to his outside back, Waitai Hainga, and he breaks a tackle, so that's a strong carry here from Kirikiriroa. Swan now goes backdoor here to Rata, who's given it to his centre, Ollie Drawn. As Papaioia try and blitz the strike, but which Swan, the captain, is broken through play, put a little chip over the top, and he's able to regather that at Tefano. So Kirikiriroa will continue to build phases here as Hulls pick and go here, and I believe it's the painga here for Kirikiriroa. Waitai Hainga, skip ball here to Dupree Marshall. So we have a ruck out on the edge here for Kirikiriroa. Swan, he's everywhere, but again, Papaioia just want to be a bit careful, Zach, at the breakdown, because they've come to the side several times, and we will see an opportunity here for Kirikiriroa, almost out in front.
Yeah, I actually don't mind the effort that Papaioia are putting into the rucks and being really disruptive. They've actually got away with slowing that ball down a lot so far and doing it legally. And I think that's a great way to slow this Kirikiriroa team down. They like to play fast rugby, and you know, putting pressure on the ruck and having them to slow down. I mean, it goes to the Papaioia's strengths. But hey, a good chance for Boys High to get 3 points on the board here, and you know, move away to that converted try.
So a po-pedal here for Kirikiriroa as Rata looks to make it another toru pedal to Kirikiriroa. Te kaupiro here for Kirikiriroa, looking to make it te kauma toru as Rata approaches. Strikes it well, and it's to the side, so it will be play on as Papaioia look to exit through a kick downfield, and it's very close there from the Fijian player at 15. Little chip over the top from him, and he's dived at the ball carrier on the ground, but the referee says play on, so no advantage there, so knock on here from Papaioia, and I believe it will be a kakari here for Kirikiriroa, Zach.
This is why schoolboy first 15 rugby is so good to watch, and it's just so unpredictable in the decisions that the boys make. That's awesome stuff from the fullback for Kirikiriroa, and their commitment to diving that ball as well. He probably got a bit lucky down here on the touchline, but you know, things go your way sometimes, and they made the most of it.
Kirikiriroa at the kakari last week actually against Ngāmotu. Kirikiriroa dominant at scrum time, but Papaioia shoves them themselves, so Waitai with a carry, just get over the advantage line and get some momentum as Arnold comes around the corner and carries himself, and Papaioia looking to blitz this ruck. However, it's tidy work here for Kirikiriroa, so most of their numbers out on the open side, but Swan does decide to give it to Anderson, who scored a great try But there's a tip tackle here from Papaioia, and the referee's double blown his whistle here, Zach, and so we do expect to see a few words here from the referee. And they do want to hold their discipline, and he's gone to the pocket, and what do you make of that, Zach?
I think in the way that the game's ref now, you know, as soon as you lift their legs up, you're in trouble. You know, I think the old-fashioned rugby watcher would be pretty disapproving of the call, but letter to the law, definitely a yellow card. So.
Yeah, I'm going to have to tautoko your kōrero there, Zach, and you know, it's unfortunate, but however, Papaioia just letting themselves down a little bit with their discipline, and they've given away a few penalties actually at Te Whānau in the last 5-10 minutes or so. So, Kirikiriroa at Tauranga, they'll look to make their way even deeper inside the roa te kaumaroa. As we see Martin ready to throw this pull in, and they go to the back here, Kirikiriroa, another more dry, but again, Papaioia, they don't commit to the more, so Kirikiriroa decided to peel out the back, and they're going to go to work here through their forwards, and a nice pick and go here from Kirikiriroa as they continue to build phases and get closer to the Paiu. Kirikiriroa here, again building more phases, and they're making metre by metre. They don't have to panic here, they need to remain patient as their backs swing to the right-hand side, so we might see a strike here through the back line as Swan, the captain, yells at his forwards to continue playing. If they're going forward, they don't want to stop. They just keep building more phases. Arnold with another pick and go, half a metre closer to the Paiu. Very close here, Kirikiriroa. That's a great drive, and it's over the line. But the referee's called knock on, I believe. So it might be kākari here too. Papaioia, and what do you make of those phases there?
A lot of success in the forwards here for Kirikiriroa. It's just great watching the forwards go to work, and I think one of the favourite parts of rugby is when the big men just drive and drive and drive, and I think a lot of youngsters can watch there and see how to make good ground and create space for your flashy backs, and you know, the size of the forwards Kirikiriroa, I think it shows how effective it can be.
And Zach, we've seen some good exit plays here from Papaioia in this first half, and I'm predicting them to hit their midfield and then exit as soon as possible and make their way down towards the halfway mark. As we see their halfback for now, and they do exit actually straight off the kākari, but good take here from Vueti, and he links up here with Anderson who pushes wide again to Rata. So Rata spots a hole and he makes a few darting runs, and they're linking up great here. Kirikiriroa, there's great opportunity on the inside and outside, and unfortunately he wasn't able to link up there. So Kirikiriroa with the advantage here. Swan back out to the fullback, Vueti, who's a great offload, and he's going to abandon Hayden Rata. So Kirikiriroa again with possession, and they want to extend their lead, and we have another great pick and go here from Luke Hulls, I believe. So phases here to Kirikiriroa. They're only half a metre from the Paiu, and it's a big skip past to Dupree Marshall, and he wants to stay in the field of play, and Papaioia are going to try and drag him out, but he's done well to offload as well to Waitai Hanga. So Hanga, he's broken tackles again, and he's still going. But he's committed to ground, so the forwards for Kirikiriroa continuing to build phases, but the referee calls a penalty, and must have lost the ball there, Zach, at ruck time. Tell me about that facet of play, man.
Hey, it's really good. The defence by Papaioia is outstanding. Not many teams will be able to stop Hai Tauranga that close to the line. Dangerous runner, and he's been in this team since year 11, year 13 now, and he is a dangerous player in the midfield. And the ticket they're showing on their line is outstanding. We go to the line out here. Tom Martin to throw in, works so hard at his line out throws. It's really good to see him see success there.
He has done well today, and the set piece from Kirikiriroa has been pretty spot on. So again, they'll go to the kakari as we see a fake jump there, and they're going straight through Kirikiriroa. I think they're going to score here, and they do. So again, great set piece play here from Kirikiriroa, and they extend their lead.
They've adapted really well to Papaioia's defence on their line out there, and I think it's always I think when you do that sort of line out defence, you've got to be aware that the team can just run through the line, and they didn't react fast enough to that. So very good adaptation from Kirikiriroa there, and again, line out time and the forwards that have been dominant so far today, and working hard, going to work, and as we see a new kicker actually for Boys High here.
Vueti, I believe. Flying Fiji, and he's dangerous in open space, and we've seen over the last fortnight he can offload the ball at will as well. So te kauma rima ki te ono. Advantage here for Kirikiriroa. As Vueti, he lines up a te pau piro mai. Te kurotoro o nā tautamatane o Kirikiriroa. And we're fast approaching a half-time at te whānau, so I'm sure the coaches from Kirikiriroa will be happy they've been able to put a few piro on the scoreboard here. As Vueti's shanked that, Zach, so maybe stick to the offloads.
Yeah, I mean, the strike wasn't too bad. They just got up, the Palmy boys just got up and pretty quick there, and I think he probably saw them coming, and that's where it's come from. But great start here for Kirikiriroa. Would they make it 18-6, 15-6? So awesome stuff.
As Papaioia, they get us back underway through Te Timata, and a loose here for Anderson, and can Kirikiriroa exit? I'm not sure whether that was carried back. It does get it out, and the referee's happy to call that. So it will be a rārangi to Papaioia. And I'm sure they'll want to take momentum into the half by getting some points on the board themselves. They've got 2 penalties here, Papaioia. It's a bit messy at the rārangi, however, they do get possession, and it will be a kakari to Kirikiriroa.
I think the kakari's actually to Papaioia there. Knock on at line out time by Kirikiriroa as they went to disrupt the play. And good chance for Papaioia to get their first piro here. But we'll see how Kirikiriroa's defence goes. It's been pretty strong so far.
And I'm very interested in the defensive setup here for Kirikiriroa. We see their number 7, Jack Miller, defending at first receiver for Kirikiriroa. Not sure what crazy new inventions the coaches at Kirikiriroa have come up with here, but I'm sure they know how to pull a rabbit out of the hat. So Papaioia at the kakari. As we see there, number 9, for now, feed the ball, and it's nice play here, out to Coswell. And he does a nice shot here, and it's off the funnel. So Vueti, tries to exit. It's an up and under, however. And so Papaioia do have position. That's a great tackle there from Vueti, and he's actually done really well. And unfortunately, the ref has caught it. Penalty from coming through the side, so it will be advantage here to Papaioia. As the ball goes to the sideline here, so just outside the Rua Te Kauma Rua, Papaioia. They want to make the most out of their position, as we see the number 2, Sully. At te rārangi.
Sit.
It's a six-man here, and they will drive themselves here, so we do see a kōkiri here for Papaioia. It's not going anywhere at the moment, so great defence here from Kirikiriroa, and so they've decided to go wide, and it's a nice skip pass here out to the number 13, Ratcliffe. And they've still got possession as they continue to go open side here. So for now, off to the number 4, Sutcliffe. And Kirikiriroa want to be careful not to give away another penalty because they've given away 2 penalties in this first half as the ball goes towards the sideline, and great defence here from Anderson. But still, Papaioia with possession. And we go back out here and it's a backdoor play. And off to their number 2, that's a great run, but unfortunately he's throwing a forward pass. It's a knock on, as a matter of fact. So it will be a kākari here too. Kirikiriroa.
Yeah, it was a good play from both sides there. Attack by Papaioia was good, and the defence by Kirikiriroa matched that as Bungo Tupo comes back on from his yellow card. That will match the numbers, and I think we'll see that displayed in how the game goes.
Yeah, we have to remember Papaioia with only 14, and that made it tough for them defensively, and Kirikiriroa were able to make use of that 15 on 14 man advantage. So we have spoken about the extra plays from Kirikiriroa, and let's see what they can do as Swan wraps around the open side and goes into contact. So they look to keep the ball in hand as Martin takes a carry. Strong defence again here from Papaioia. Can Kirikiriroa go to the exit as Arnold carries again into contact, and he gets well over the advantage line. So we might see Kirikiriroa continue to keep the ball in hand as the miss pass for Braun, who links up here with Dupree. He's got plenty of speed, Dupree, but he's gone very close to the touchline. It's Rueti. He's got the way he goes, fakes it inside. He wasn't able to link up, and he's gone into touch. But if he had just given that pass, Zach, I think Kirikiriroa would have scored again just before half time.
And that takes us to half time, but it's some exciting rugby. Again, broken play is where Kirikiriroa have been dangerous today, and I think they can be happy with that half as they go away.
Te kau marima ki te ono e te whānau, and so we're going to go to the half-time break, and we'll see you very shortly.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through really tough times. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others get involved in it. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
Sport is about more than just a game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one program of activity.
This is a solid region, I reckon.
Aha, they're the OGs.
It's a banger.
Make Māori Plus your mate. Download the app today.
Nā mai hara mai anō e te whānau ki te kura tōro o nā taitamatane o Kirikiriro, and a very interesting first half, and Kirikiriro were able to go into the halftime break at te kauma rima ki te ono. And Zach, what were your thoughts and reflections on that first half?
Yeah, really exciting first half from both sides. I think the biggest takeaway for me has been the defence of both teams. The contact has been pretty heavy, and they want the contact, which is always awesome to see. And I think, Kirikiriroa missing the conversions and the kicks, 9 points they missed out on. Having that extra 9 points probably puts a little bit more scoreboard pressure on, and they've sort of kept Papaioia in it with a few missed kicks. But now they're with the win, could change, and we'll see how we go this half.
Yeah, most definitely, Zach, and I must say te hau, the wind is actually almost picking up here, and Papaioia did have the advantage in the first half, so it will be interesting to see whether Kirikiriroa can exit a little bit more. Maybe they decided to keep ball in hand as part of their strategy running into the wind, and it's anyone's game here. It's still just iwa piro I tēnei kemu whutuporo, so I think whoever can come out strong in this second half is going to bode well at the back end of this game. And we do see a little bit of rain here, te whānau. And hopefully Ranginui decides to just keep it away for a little bit longer, as Papaioia, they will get us underway through their number 10 Veloin. Strong kicking game from their first 5. And Papaioia, they've had some great first 5s throughout their history, including Aaron Cruden, and so it's a very short kickoff actually, and Tom Martin was able to pounce on that, so Kirikiriroa already had possession close to halfway, as great ball there from Marato. He had a tough pass, and it's a skip pass here to Groin, who links up to Dupree Marshall, who's run down the sideline, and he chips over the top here, so inside the Rua to go Marua, and the ball is bounced, and he's knocked it on. Unfortunately, if Dupree Marshall was able to gather that, he probably saw the try line a little bit early, Zach, and got a bit excited and dropped the portal.
A little whanariwa over the top, created so much opportunity. The bounce of the ball, it fooled the fullback, and it fooled the winger as well. And exciting to see plays like that. And commend the pass from Dunlop to put Marshall free on the sideline. Ollie Mathis-esque.
I agree there, Zach. The whana arewa mai te Dupree Marshall, and all he had to do was gather that. Unfortunately, wasn't Nawara Hopu te pora. Early shove there from Papaioia, so they're lucky te painga doesn't go to Kirikiriroa. And I'm sure the referee will give them a bit of a warning at te kōkiri. So Arima Mita from their own Paiu. Papaioia will have possession. As the referee, he calls set, and we do see the feed from Fennell. Didn't want to get it in though, so the referee pulls his hands up and he's given the painga to Papaioia.
They're quite interesting there and held the ball for a while, and they got the result that I think they were looking for. You know, and the exit play with their great first fives. Got a good boot for Yoin. Attacking out of their 22 will be interesting to see what they do just outside, so it can't go down the full. So might see the Kirikiriroa fullback have some fun running it back if there is an exit here.
A whakararangi puto mai te Papaioia, and I agree, Zach, they do want to get to the exits as Papaioia throw that. It's almost not straight, but I'm happy for the ref to let that play on, because we do want to see the game play out as the number 14 carries well into contact from. And they go back door, so next set here, no. They decide to link up here through Vajoin, and he links up with his outside back, and it's a good break and play here, and an offload through Papaioia, so they have position here at Te Whānau. As we see phases here, and another backdoor pass, and so the big number 3 there, that's called Mahuni, with the strong carry as the ball here now goes to Kennedy, and Kennedy carries in here for Papaioia as their number 9 for now. Links up the ball pack. Another backdoor here, several from Tai Lenoa. And Virgin, he's broken free here for Papaioia, so he's making his way towards halfway mark. As we go blindside here through the outside backs, Papaioia. Nice carry there from Sua. Back to the open side and more backdoor plays here, and there's numbers here for Papaioia. As it's great here from Kennedy. He's broken and flick pass here to the number 9. It's a great run here from Purnell. He's going to go all the way, and it's a try here from Papaioia.
Lovely work from the fullback Kennedy there. Broken play again, another try from broken play, and it seems to be the way they're going. But smart play from Papaioia. All the first half they exited, and I think that's what Kirikiriroa were expecting, and they ran and actually added something different to their play, and 15-11 now, kick to come, right back in it.
I love your insight there, Zach, and you're right. Papaioia exited well in the first half, but they're running into the wind, so they decided to keep the ball in hand, and we saw a great run there through their number 9 Fennell, and they're able to get their way into this game. Te kauma rima ki te kauma tahi. And Papaioia with the kick to come, so it's going to be very close here at Te Whānau. We're going to see a thrilling second half here in Kirikiriroa. As we see Vajoin line this up, and it's almost out in front, so and it's over, so well done there from Papaioia where Te kauma rima ki te kauma toru. Advantage still to Kirikiriroa as we see some rolling dark clouds make their way over to Ngā Tautamatane o Kirikiriroa. A bit of kōrero here, Te Whānau, from the referee to Venahayden, so maybe some chats around Te Kōkiri as Arata, he gets us underway. Te Timata here inside the Roa Te Kaumaru as for another try score. He kicks it straight into touch, and that's a smart play there to get out of trouble here, Zach.
Yeah, lovely option. Just keeping them guessing at the moment. Running it out before, and maybe Kirikiriroa expecting the same thing there, and they've just gone straight to the exit. Line out time here in Kirikiriroa's half, so it'll be interesting to see what they do from this line out. Looks like they've got some forwards in the back line here.
Whakararangi puto mai te kuratoro o Kirikiriroa. Areima tāne I roto I tēnei rārangi. And they do go to Te Wainga as Swan goes up to Rata, who gives it again to Miller. So over the advantage line as Papaioia look to hold him up, but he's able to get the ground. So Tom Martin carries into contact as we go same way here for Kirikiriroa. They got numbers again on the blind side. So Vanderhayden, he's struggling to get to ground, but he's able to do so. And Papaioia able to steal the ball at the ruck, and referee's got advantage for a knock on as Papaioia tried to exit, and that might be advantage over. So Vueti, he links up here with Anderson, the try scorer in the first half, and Gruen, he tries to fend off the number 5 there from Papaioia Toka. As messy ball here for Swan, but he's able to get it out to Rata as Hulls tips it off here to Martin, and Papaioia, great work there from Papaioia over the breakdown. So they're going to exit as well through their 12. Coswell, who kicks it well, close to the Rua, Tacoma Rua, as Vueti kicks it back himself. So we're going to see a bit of force back here, Tefano, from both sides, as Vajoy now has the pull, and he wants to link up, and he does through Toka, who carries out on the edge here, and it's a great tackle there from Anderson. And we get some calls here from the sideline for a tip tackle, but the referee's happy as the number 1, Tai Loa. Strong carry, and the referee's given a penalty for not allowing away, I believe.
Hey, awesome stuff, and that was a great tackle by Ross Anderson. Again, not the biggest fellow, but he has some power in those legs, and you know, I think he got it perfect there. It's really 50-50 when you lift their legs off the ground, but I think this ref's been really good in letting the play flow and just sort of let the boys do what they need to do.
I agree 100%, Zach. I do like how the referees officiated this game. He's let the game flow as we see Kirikiriroa make 2 big changes here. We actually see their number 17 come onto the field for Kirikiriroa, the young prop. And the number 19 for Kirikiriroa. So Walker, he's on the field as the referee caught it not straight at the Rangi, so it will be a kōkiri here to Kirikiriroa.
Yeah, really awesome to see these 2 players. Dion Fafita still under 15, debuting for the first 15, you know, and been around the under 15 squad. I'm lucky enough to have seen him last year as an under 15 as well, and he is a really strong player. And then Noah Walker, good to see him on the field. He's had a tough week with sickness, and so good to see him playing.
Oh, congratulations to both men as we see the kōkiri here through Kirikiriroa. Big shove a bit early there from Papaioia. I believe the referee, like we said, he has let the game flow, and he does want to do the mahi, so we can see the treats in terms of tries, Zach. But we do have a reset kōkiri, and there's a lot of energy coming into the second half. We do have a close one here, only Roa Piro in this Kemu Whitu Poro, so it's anyone's game here, Tefano. As we see Swan, the Kirikiriroa captain. Te kōpeni o tēnei waka. The ball comes in. Great shove. They've gone to the blind side to Anderson. He's had a great game, and can he stay in? No, he can't. So great defensive read there through the likes of their number 6. Arongoki o Tupo, the player sent from the field in the first half. And we will have a whakararangi poto. Keep up Papaioia, they go to the front, and that is not great. So good defensive pressure here, Zach, from Kirikiriroa.
Yeah, it's never a good look when it's caught on the outside shoulder, and I think it's a dead giveaway, even if the ref's slightly off to the side. Well, Mitch Swan, you know, reminding him about his line-out throw before, I think might have not helped him there, but hey, really awesome stuff, and the option to go blind, I don't know if it was the right call, but it's an exciting play again. First 15 rugby, unpredictable.
Yes, we do know the speed. We've seen the speed of Ross Anderson. In fact, both wingers for Kirikiriroa have got a lot of speed. So just trying to go to their strengths, Kirikiriroa, and the win is definitely picking up here at Te Whānau. As an early push here from Papaioia, and actually through on the side here, so we have actually seen that, Zach, several times, I believe, in this Kemu, so a will be a rārangi here too, Kirikiriroa.
Yeah, scrum time's always an interesting one, I find, with the outcomes. I think, you know, angling in's always a tough one. You just make sure your hips are square as you go down and push straight, but I think the rest are pretty harsh on the angling in. And, you know, he called one against Kirikiriroa before and one against Papaioia here. See how Tom Martin and Kirikiriroa decided to do.
And we do have a rārangi inside the roa te kaumā te whānau, so we might see another more here, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Papaioia react, because they've not engaged several times throughout this game, and they actually go out back here, so it's going to be a strong carry here through Tauranga, who breaks the first tackle. They've gone well inside, but Papaioia, they're trying to hold him up here. He's fighting to get the ground, and if they're able to kill the ruck, it'll be a turnover. However, the board is there, so the referee sees that and lets Alexander carry into contact. Kirikiriroa building phases through Swan. He goes out to Rata, who gives it to Groin. And it's a skip past two. He's got a link up here. It's to Pre-Marshall. And he's in. So that's great work there through Kirikiriroa.
Lovely work at line-out time there. Definitely shaped up to go for the driving maul and instead off the top. And you could see that Papaioia were tricked by it, taking the lock. Bit unlucky not to get the centre down for Kirikiriroa, but awesome ideas there. Ratamakini with a great pass, and the skip passes are working well.
So that's roa te kau ki te kau mā pore. It's going to be a tough kick here for Rata, but he does have the wind behind him, so this game's still very close at Te Whānau. Only Whitu Piro are in this one, so we do see a bit of change in weather with a bit of rain falling now, Zach, so that could come into play as we see Rata approach this conversion. And what a kick. What a kick there from Rata. So, striked it well. That is now roa te kaumā roa ki te kaumā toru. Advantage here too. Kirikiriroa, as we see te timata for Papaioia. And we do have some changes from Papaioia themselves. And number 22 and 17, Langi. As Vajoin gets us underway, they've let that bounce, Kirikiriroa. It's a knock on there from Papaioia, and so we will have a kākari to Kirikiriroa, Zach.
Yeah, very lucky there for Kirikiriroa. I think the wind's picked up, the weather's changed a little bit, and it always puts a bit of doubt in people's minds. But hopefully it blows over. The ever-changing weather we have in Kirikiriroa, it means you can have 4 seasons in 70 minutes, and we're seeing that here today.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Zach. It's unpredictable, this weather, and both teams will need to adjust accordingly, as we see a te kākari here for Kirikiriroa. I do like the aggression from Papaioia at scrum time, but unfortunately for them, Kirikiriroa were able to get to the exit, and that ball's bouncing well inside the roa te kaumā. It was almost the 50-22, and they're going to scramble here through the outside backs, and they're able to link out well, so that's great work here for Papaioia. But Kirikiriroa, they're under attack. Alexander tries to blow this ruck over and get possession, and they're going to do so. It's a fight here at breakdown time, and fortunately Whakahau was able to get that ball out to his forwards, and the referees yelling at Kirikiriroa to get onside as the exit comes through here. And that's a pretty good exit, Zach, especially under the pressure that Papaioia had themselves in.
Yeah, awesome exit. I think you noticed the effect of the wind there. Ratamakini with a huge kick, putting Papaioia under a lot of pressure, and now look at this. Line out time on their own 22, and we'll see what they do.
Kirikiriro at Te Rārangi. We have Jack Miller up front and a bit of space out the back there, so they do fake and go to the middle, but it's overthrown, and lucky for them, they're able to grab onto position. So Walker, well done from him as Waitai Hainga looks to carry into Conte. He's done well in terms of his carries today. And Papaioia trying to slow down the ball, and the referee has got the poinga to Kirikiriro. So we're going back to the open as Rata throws a nice pass out here to Newman. He links up with Anderson. We see the number 19 Walker. Unfortunately, wasn't able to bring that in, but we will go back to the poinga to Kirikiriro. And right in front of the Pau pedal here. So it wouldn't surprise me, Zach, if you see them go for 3.
Yeah, go for 3 here right in front. Give them a 12-point lead. It's pretty hard into the wind to 2 tries. But hey, awesome defence there, and it's a shame that and to put pressure on Noah Walker on the outside to see him drop the ball. But I think Papaioia just have to be careful at ruck time. They're obviously trying to slow it down, and they're getting penalised for that. So make sure they do it legally and making sure they can disrupt Kirikiriro's attack.
And I do like this decision from Kirikiriroa to go for another toru piro. That will push it out to a takau mawha piro, meaning Papaioia would have to score more than 2 converted tries, Zach. So Kirikiriroa just getting the grasp of this game, and Rata strikes well, and that's over. So it will be takau mawha piro in front for Kirikiriroa as we see Papaioia. They'll get us underway again. They've made several changes as the bench for Kirikiriroa also warms up here on the sideline. We see Vajoin, the 10 for Papaioia, gets us underway. He's kicked it right towards Alex Arnold and he knocks it on, but Ross Anderson made a dart, and unfortunately for him, the referee does call it a knock on, which is, I believe, the right decision.
Yeah, unfortunate there. I think Boys High have struggled off the kickoffs. Kirikiriroa have struggled off the kickoffs throughout the game and struggling to exit, a few knock-ons at kickoff time, letting it bounce, and it's probably an area they'll look to work on this week.
As we see a kākari to Papaioia. Their try score for now, an absolute stunner. Early on in the second half, I believe. And they've got a huge open side here, Papaioia. So I'm looking to see whether they go with a wide strike, and they do miss pass here, and they link up with the number 11, and he's broken free here. So Papaioia with a nice offload, and they've gone edge to edge. As Kirikiriroa try and steal the ball, and they're able to do so through Marshall. And he links up and he throws the dummy actually, Whānau. So he's made a great run and also given an offload, but they just need to settle here. Kirikiriroa as Swan tries a box kick. It's going to fall great for Gruen. Gruen links up here for Swan. The captain for Kirikiriroa passes it back inside to Miller. Miller's going to score.
That is an awesome try. Awesome pedal for Jack Miller, and it shows all the youngsters out there the importance of supporting the play, chasing the kick and making sure you stay there, because that's where through the mahi get the treats, as we said before, and Jack Miller always does the mahi, and then we see the treats there. So awesome stuff. Mitch Swan, the little boxy, put them to so much space, and hey, awesome stuff here from Kirikiriroa.
Absolute stunner. That might have to be one of the highlights of the year for me, Zach, thus far. And it started through Dupree Marshall, who was able to make a wee break with a dummy step and then a great offload. And I wasn't sure what Swan, the captain, was doing with the box kick in that position, and fortunately it bounced perfectly, and a few interchange passes between Gruen and Miller, and that's a great pedal there for Kirikiriroa. So they have been able to dominate this second half. Toru tekau ki te tekau mā toru. Kirikiriroa with a strong advantage as the wind continues to blow here, whānau.
Yeah, I think it's showing how good Kirikiriroa were in the first half when into the wind. I think they made the wind look a lot easier than actually it is, and now we're seeing how hard it is. It's picked up a little bit, and so I think that's why it's always not bad going the wind first half. But they're showing how good they are, Kirikiriroa, with the tough conditions.
As we see Te Timota mai, Papa Ioia, as we see Hulls, no Miller, sorry, te whānau. Taking that ball into contact, and Swan looks the box kick here, so he kicks it and it's going to go right down to the Papa Ioia. Nama te kau mā rima, that's good work there from Kennedy. And he's still going, Kennedy. He's broken play here, he's a little bit isolated, so Papa Ioia need to get to this breakdown and get themselves back in this game as they hit their number, Arua te kau mā tahi, the number 5 here. Great work from Toka as he stays in field, and possession continues with the tip pass here through their forwards. For now, at the breakdown, he goes back to the open through the number 17 here, Langi. As Kirikiriroa, they try and slow down the play, and they've done a great job of doing so. And Whakahau here with another strong, he's a big lad who came off the bench, as Finau goes back to the open side. And that strong defence through Alexander. Kirikiriroa looking to hold them up, and he's over Jacqueline there, Kirikiriroa, but the referee's letting this ruck continue, and so they were able to steal possession, Kirikiriroa, and Swans giving a good box kick here as that's tidy clean up work there, and there's another dashing run here through Kennedy. Kennedy's made several breaks here, and he's made another one. Is he able to link up here, whānau? Rima Mita, Kite, Pero, and it's a huge miss pass here for Papa Ioia. Can they link up? He's got the number 5 outside him as the number 8 gives an offload here. The ball's hit the ground, and the number 5 Toka's gone over, but the referee says no advantage, so it will be a penalty, I believe, Zach, to Papa Ioia right out on the 15-metre channel.
Yeah, Kennedy showed his X factor there, actually. Awesome footwork into contact, footwork through the play. It was outstanding, and really creating havoc for the Kirikiriroa defence. You know, he's been dangerous all game, and I think it is dangerous kicking to him, and definitely one that Kirikiriroa have to look out for as this game goes on.
And I heard some whispers about Kennedy. He's a big prospect in New Zealand rugby, as Papa Ioia, they're going to just go straight to work. They know that they trail here in this one, so they're going to the pick and goes, and the referee's blowing. It's a knock-on from Papa Ioia, so it will be a kākari to Kirikiriroa. So great defensive mahi there, Zach, from Kirikiriroa.
Yeah, a lovely mahi there from Kirikiriroa. The kākari now will be interesting to see their strategy as they leave their own 22 with the wind. You'd probably say they'd kick it, but you never really know. They could run it out with the dangerous Kennedy at the back coming back at them.
And Kirikiriroa, they've gone to the bench again. They've made several replacements as we see Ray Bart's Dupree Marshall off as well, along with Tom Martin. So we may see a different style of game in the later half of this Kemu whānau. So Waito Hainga, he's just going to carry straight off the te kākari. Kirikiriroa, they'll look to exit here, whānau. So Arata, he strikes towards the Roa te Kaumā Rua, and it's not going to go out. So Papa Ioia's knocked it on themselves, and we've talked about the change in weather, Zach. You know, Bit of drizzle, bit of wind, and the board's probably become a bit slippery.
Yeah, for sure. It does get tough as that wind picks up and it's a little bit wet out there. But pretty textbook exit from Kirikiriroa. Probably got, just probably wanted it to go out, but they've got the result they wanted, and now the kakari for Kirikiriroa attacking from just beyond their halfway line, and maybe they'll go for the 50-22.
And the referee, he's called set whānau, so Swan does feed te pore, roto I tēnei kakari, and we're out here to Rata, who goes it to Hainga, and he's broken several tackles in this Kiwi whānau, so he's over the advantage line. So Hainga here to Kirikiriroa as we see Vueti, a great offloader himself, but he fixes it to no one. Anderson's able to clean this up, and Swan, he wants to get that out quickly, so Luke Halls carries into contact. Now Vander Hayden phases here for Kirikiriroa. Great defensive play through Papaioia. And it's a switch play here and almost a knock on there from Halls. But the referee lets this continue. So we're off to Hainga again. He's also knocked it on here, Zach.
Yeah, it was looking pretty tough out there. They're getting tired, it's getting wet. The sun's come back out, so maybe it'll dry up a little bit. It's really obvious to see why they call Vander Hayden Big Daddy in their team. He's a big man and he runs hard, and a lot of respect for that boy.
And there's definitely going to be some sore bodies after this one, Zach. And we're reaching closer to the end of this game, Te Whānau. Kakari to Papaioia. As we see Papaioia with possession, so they've got an 8-9 wraparound play here, and they go to the outside back. We talked about Kennedy before, and he's broken another tackle. So Papaioia, they've actually knocked it on, unfortunately, and we're just seeing one too many errors from both sides here, Zach.
Yeah, there's always going to be a paparua on that far side with the yellow card to Kirikiriroa at the moment, and they exploited that pretty well there. Just a little handling error let them down, but exciting stuff on the outside. Just under 5 minutes to go, and it'd be good to see a strong finish.
Kirikiriroa, they've actually dominated this second half. As we see the replacement halfback for Kirikiriroa feed the ball. It's a good pass here, and including an overlap here through Kirikiriroa. So Gruen's an open play, and he's trying to link up here with their number 22, who's also giving it to Anderson, and it's another knock on, unfortunately. So just need to settle both sides, and maybe someone get down there, Zach, and get some of that sticky spray down on that Papatakaru.
Yeah, potentially. You can see the attack's definitely opening up as both teams get tired. And Jay Wilson nearly with a try with probably his first touch of the play. Don't forget Drongo with an awesome setup at 10. He's on there and works hard during the week, and you see it there. He just understands his game so well.
And we do see Drongo at 10. Wilson at 15 here for Kirikiriroa. The replacement 9 for Papaioia feeds the ball. It's a strong kakari here for Papaioia. It's a backdoor play here, and it's off to Kennedy, and we've talked about him, but he's flicked past it himself, and Jay Wilson's tried to get into that, and he's chipped it into the sideline. So it will be a Rarangi to Papaioia. Several stoppages to close out this one.
Yeah, mistakes beginning to creep in the last couple of minutes, and I think it's always hard when the game is nearly done and it's not that close to keep the intensity to it, and it's slowly starting to fizzle out here, but let's hope for a strong finish in the last couple of plays here.
As Papaioia, they go to the rangaranga, they're going to go to the drive themselves, so they're marching towards the Roa Te Kaumārua as it breaks down and the referee says play on. So they want to exit. Surprisingly, they do need points, Papaioia, so I would have thought they would have kept the ball in hand. So we see a counter-attack play here through Jay Wilson. He gives the ball out to Drongo, and Drongo's able to give it to Gruen. Gruen's got Ross Anderson on the outside. I don't know if he's going to need him at the Tefano, and he's going straight under the post.
Awesome ball by Drongo, and he got absolutely hammered afterwards. It's just commitment there, isn't it, really? And again, Ollie Guerin doing all the mahi during the game, and now he finally gets his treats with a try there. And so, great pedal for Ollie, and great finish for Kirikiriroa here.
And the replacements for Kirikiriroa doing the mahi e te whānau. And we're getting very close. Ke te mutunga o tēnei ke mu whutuporo. Rata has in fact given over the T2 Wilson. So he's going to line up this Pou pedal to push it out to another 2 points. That. So great work there from Kirikiriroa. Again, they've dominated the second half there. They've been able to score multiple tries. Toru te kauma iwa. Ki te kauma toru. Na te painga ki Kirikiriroa. As the ball gets thrown onto the field here, referee shows us a nice spiral pass himself. And we get this timata underway. It's caught here for Kirikiriroa, and Hills. Milasoi into contact as Kirikiriroa continue to go open, and Drongo gets that out to Waitai Hainga, who links up with Wilson. And Wilson's able to give an offload himself, but the referee's caught a full pass, and so it will be a kākari here to Papaioia to close out this match.
Lots of space on the outside. Fortunately, a little makawhakamua. And now Papaioia have a scrum here. It'd be really nice to see them finish with some flair, and still lots of excitement left in this game in the last minute or so.
And I'm sure their fans, their whānau, will want to see a pedal here for Papaioia after that makawhakamua, as you said, Zach. We're close to the waingapu as Papaioia. The ball hits the ground, but the referee says no advantage. So, kore painga ki Papaioia. So they will look to find te paitaha, the sideline, and so Ararangi here for Papaioia close to Rotorua, te Kaumarua. However, Kirikiriroa tried to keep that in, but the referee has said it's out.
Yeah, interesting one there. Now, we have a Rarangi right on their own 22 to finish off here. Let's see what they do.
Whakararangi poto to a Papaioia. And they have a very messy Rarangi here, whānau. So it will be Kirikiriroa possession inside the roa te Kaumaroa, and Kirikiriroa. Bit of confusion at the ruck there from their replacement halfback, and he's actually got isolated, so it is painga here to Papaioia. You would think they want to go quickly here. However, Vajoin, he's looking towards the sideline, but gives it back to the replacement halfback, and so they're trying to make up their minds here, Papaioia, to close out this match on what they want to do. But a catch pass going on, whānau. But they do find te paitaha. So Rārangi have two Papaioia. They passed a whakararangi poto short line out. Wasn't successful. And so looks like they've gone with Tono Tane in this one. And they do decide to go to the drive, whānau. So they're actually going forward here, Papaioia. They're going to get very close here, whānau. And they've got some numbers out wide too, but they're going to go with the pick and go, which is great if they're moving forward. And they do, in fact, find Te Piro. And we spoke, Zach, around getting on the board for their whānau just before full time, and they were able to do that.
Yeah, awesome watching the forwards go to work there, and they got what they deserved. Moved around the ruck quickly, quick play. It's really hard to defend on the line. Good chance for them to get over the Paiu, and good way for them to finish the game. So, kick to come. I'd say that potentially that was the last play, and yeah.
And we will see Papaioia whānau next week against Ngāmotu, New Plymouth, in the round 4 fixture of the Super 8 competition. I te Tauranga mono, Rotorua te kau mā whā. And this will close us out, whānau, and Kirikiriroa chase. Good strike there, and that's over. And that's over there, whānau. Referee calls full time, so Toru te kaumā iwa kite, te kaumā waru, Kirikiriroa. Winners today at te whānau in Kirikiriroa, Hamilton. And a big mihi to you at te whānau for coming and watching this game. Any last closing remarks from you, Zach?
Really good game. It'll be exciting to see what these teams can produce in the future games, and another strong Super 8 game of rugby.
A tēnei te mihi kia koutou katoa e te whanamau Tauranga I tēnei rā. Ko Stefan always tōku ingoa, and it has been a privilege joining you here in Kirikiriroa. Have a good day. Kia paitora, ka ki te ano.
Trying, Kerry, I'm trying.